Bill, when he showed up at the White House, he'd actually brought a list of insults Trump had said about him and gave it to Trump. And what did he do? He signed it, which is very Trumpian. And they laughed and they laughed. Kudos to Maher. You know, he knows this is going to burn whatever bridge that remains with the tolerant left. But he said full steam ahead. And you got to give credit to Kid Rock. You know, he went out on a limb, you know, as a bridge between two quarreling people that he happens to be friends with. And that is sharing the risk at its best. And what do you do when you share the risk? It causes other people to share the risk too. So both of these guys had something to lose, but they put their egos aside because they realized there's nothing to lose at all once you put your egos aside. And because Kid Rock was able to take the risk, they all decided to take the risk.
All right, tell us what happened from start to finish in 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds, I went on Bill's show. I went on his podcast, and I said, man, you know, nothing happens if people don't break bread together and meet face to face. He's been one of the president's hardest critics. And we came to dinner, me, Bill, Dana White, and it could not have been better. Everyone was so surprised, so pleasant. The most shocking thing to me was, you know, Bill's obviously a very big liberal, been very hard on the president, but he's donated a lot of money to other politicians. You know, you've had Biden, Clinton, Obama, everybody. He had never been to the White House, and the president was so gracious. He took us up to the private residence. We saw the Gettysburg Address in the Lincoln bedroom, and I was like, you've never been here, Bill? And I was like, how about this? President Trump, you know, extending this olive branch, and we talked about things we had in common, you know, ending wokeness, you know, securing the border. You know, the president was asking him what he thought about policy, you know, going on with Iran and Israel and things. It just meant it blew my mind. It was right. I was you know, very, very proud.
Yes, when you take a look at this, Bima has just been invited to the White House just 3 days ago. He was attacking Trump supporters for what he called Trump devotion syndrome. It is a slap in the face to the millions of Trump supporters who are devoted to their country, to be mocked by this radical leftist who is going to be validated by an Oval Office visit. I'm actually very pissed off about it, especially since I have to now spend my own money and time this week traveling to California for a live video depositions of Bimaha, who I'm suing for defamations after he falsely accused me of having airs with President Trump. I'm sticking up for myself and on the truth. You can allow the left to bully you with their lies and character assassination. That is Laura Luma sending this out.
And finally, new rule to those on the right who keep asking me, Bill, you're so good at roasting the woke nonsense peddlers. Why don't you go all the way and join us? Let me give you the short answer. Because I don't want to live in North Korea. Well, Republicans, that's you now.
Back with the Nightcap crew, Rich Edson, Jeff Paul, Caroline Sunshine, Christina Pascucci, Siaka Massaquoi, and Julian Epstein. Tonight's topic, keep your friends close. Bill Maher made a living off criticizing Trump, yet the president still inviting him to the White House. Good strategy, bad strategy. Julian, your thoughts?
Not going to lie, I'm a huge Bill Maher fan. In fact, if I were funnier, I would be Bill Maher. You know, what I think most people don't understand is these two gentlemen have a lot in common. They both call things exactly as they see them. And people like that, gentlemen like that, tend to be open to one another.
Yeah. Siaka.
Yeah, you know, I love what Trump does. He'll sit down with these people, bring him into the fold a little bit. His personality is going to just cool Bill Maher off a little bit. I like it.
Yeah. Jeff Paul.
You know, we talk so much about people not communicating, you know, when they don't agree on something. And this is a perfect example of two people who don't agree about a lot, but on some stuff getting together. And I hope it's televised.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? The dinner? Caroline.
Oh, I only wish that the White House live streamed and broadcast it. Yeah, right? I think it would have gotten millions of views. I think Bill Maher knows that he has a lot of independents and disaffected Democrats in his audience that voted for President Trump. So I think it was smart of Trump to extend the invite, smart of Maher to accept, and it would have been made for TV.
Yeah. Christina.
You know, they might agree on more than they realize when they sit down. It'll be really interesting to hear what comes out of it. But also, Governor Newsom here in California, he's been doing the podcast where he's been speaking to people who have wildly different views. And everyone, look at your face. You're like, why did you have to bring it back, guy?
No, I think it's exactly right.
About it. Yeah. So.
David said a resounding yes. I can't wait to see what happens when Maher and a master of humor meets with Trump. Mary, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Sam's mom, I personally think it's a boss move. They'll probably never agree on much, but the fact that they're open to talking shows the kids how two disagreeing adults should engage with each other. And Chrissy says, if Trump can talk to Putin, he can certainly talk to Maher. Marud says, absolutely, we're never going to move forward unless people from opposing parties start actually talking to each other. Rich Edson, I forgot you.
You know what? Just like Jeff said, mic them up, put them on camera. They're both entertainers. Maybe Bill leaves with a job offer. Who knows?
Yeah, Kate says, I think it's a strength to keep your options open when people can change their minds. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, something is going on. Conservatives are not happy. When you take a look at this, some says B. Maher make a lot of money criticizing Trump. Even after announcing that he will visit the White House, he didn't stop. Laura Loomer went off on social media about it. Extremely concerning. I've seen a lot of videos concerning this. Trump sent this out yesterday. I got a call from a very good guy and friend of mine, Kid Rock, asking me whether or not it would be possible for me to meet in the White House with B. Maher, a man who has been unjustifiably critical of anything or anyone Trump. I really didn't like the idea much, and I don't like it much now, but thought it would be interesting. The problem is, no matter how much he likes your favorite president, he will publicly proclaim what a terrible guy I am, etc. Very much like the Democrat at my recent address to the joint sessions of Congress, where I stated correctly that no matter what I said or did, they will not stand, they won't applaud, they will smile, they won't even smile or laugh, and certainly they won't be in any way nice. Who knows, though maybe I will be proven wrong in any event. I'm doing a favor to a friend. I look forward to meeting with B. Maher, Kid Rock, and I believe even the legendary Danny White will be present.
I'm actually going to try to unite this country, and I'm starting at the end of the month. I'm taking Bill Maher to the White House for dinner. This guy who's done nothing but talk smack about the president since day one.
You're going to meet with the president.
I am?
So Kid Rock makes it happen. What do you think has been the response so far? What do you think it will be, and why are you doing it? Which I'm totally for, by the way, and I love it.
I get it. Well, I'm doing it because, first of all, it was presented as
a dare.
not a dare. No, just like maybe this is a beginning to heal America. No, I don't have some sort of complex where I think I can heal America. I can't. Okay, let's get that clear. I'm not going to be healing America. But if two guys who've been at each other for so long, I mean, it's kind of a Nixon to China thing. I have the credentials. There was nobody who was harder on Trump or more prescient about the fact that he wasn't going to leave office voluntarily than I was.
Yes, B is changing his tone. If you remember, I did a video the other day where he made it clear, like, a lot of people are coming after him after his decision to have a dinner with the president.
In this dire situation, I feel like we don't have time anymore for the old bullshit. You know, the old, are you running for president? Well, you know, there's an exploratory committee and I'm looking at it.
Parents who loved your father, loved Kennedy. My father, very Irish, loved the Kennedys. I mean, been gone these 30-something years. I don't know where his politics would be. A dyed-in-the-wool Kennedy liberal Democrat, if he came back and saw some of the shit that was going on the left, and my Jewish mother, if she saw them chanting for us, I can't guarantee they wouldn't be for Trump. They're World War II people. I can't get, that's not who they were, but so much has changed in 30 years. I mean, so, weird.
Yes, you can see Gavin Newsom's reaction to this question, it tells you everything. This is exactly what he is doing. He believes that it is too early for him to say it. And someone said if Gavin Newsom continued to be the way he is, like changing his tone to so many things Democrats support, they will start going after him like we saw what they did to Mayor Eric Adams. They will start going after him. Things will start surfacing. Lawsuit, things like that. Because with Democrat Party, when you are supporting all their policies, they are fine with you. Immediately, you turn 360. You'll be shocked to see things surfacing.
I got a Friday night special for you. You ready for some heads to explode? I have the man who is top of class in political commentary, Bill Maher. How is the old school liberal who says the Democratic Party left him in its woke wake more relevant than ever? And is it true? Is he about to meet the man he criticizes most of all? Bill Maher headed to the White House? For reals? Let's get after it.
Your process. People watch you, they see the monologue, and they can easily believe that, wow, it's amazing how he just came up with this. How much work goes into what we get to see?
A lot all week, we're here at the podcast. That's my little break in the week. But other than that, I'm a late riser, but I work basically all week for the one show. Real time is like football once a week. My old show, Politically Incorrect, was like baseball every night. When you do it every night, it can only be so good. When you do it once a week, you want to make it as perfect as you can.
Yes, that is just a summary to see what actually initiated Bima's visit to the White House. I want to know your opinion about this issue of Laura Loomer going off about the whole situation. Thank you guys who has been there sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. Like I stated on one of my videos, for the past 2 days, I was unable to put out videos like I do before. I took break. I've been creating videos every single day, trying to update you on what is happening in and around you so you can see. But I realized I'm exhausted, so I had to rest. We will continue to do like this every single day for clips. If you see, that is just for the YouTube algorithm. I usually add, you can end here if you want.
And this is the thing, measured twice, cut once.
Person who is carrying Donald Trump's water.
About emergency management, and they don't care about free speech.
Dribble his genius.
Fired as host of this year's White House Correspondents' Dinner. The Correspondents Association president, Eugene Daniels, said the decision was made to take the focus off the politics of division and concentrate on honoring outstanding journalists.
The Trump administration is not scoring any points in international diplomacy these days. Duh. For one thing, he's shipping J.D. Vance up.
It looks like the Trump administration isn't exactly getting the hero's welcome.
That the Americans finally realized what the reality was, namely that if they had come here to Nuuk as planned tomorrow, they would have been met with riots.